Well, hello and welcome back to Better Minecraft Minecolonies. A huge thank you to all of my YouTube members and my Patreon members like Chris Lawrence, Joseph Darnaby, Josh DeMont4, Zach Gilmore, and Tatier Fire. Thank you very much, guys, for your support. So, what are we doing in this episode? Oh, let's backtrack because old Diamond Boots here is trying to corner us. What's he going for? Yeah, don't mind me. Oh my god, he's following us. We're gonna get mugged on our colony of all places. So last episode we built the Enchanter's Hut and did a bit of maintenance. This episode we've had a death in between episodes, and no, I don't mean the guy that died in the mines by Centipede last episode, I mean a druid got killed just now. So we're going to try and diagnose that problem, and also we're going to build the walls around our colony. We're going to map out the areas where we're going to build our walls and get those in place. So take a journey with me, if you will, to the town hall, where we're going to diagnose a small problem. So basically, at nighttime, the colonists go to sleep, right? Everybody that's got a house goes to their bed. Now, if we have a colonist that doesn't have a place to live, they come here and try and sleep in the town hall. And that only happens if we have a guard tower that is not configured correctly. Basically, right, we have here in the information, we've got slots for 60 citizens. And we have slots for 22 guards, whether they're archers, druids, or knights. But basically we need to make sure that every single one of our guard towers has the maximum number of guards they can. Otherwise, we get a person that has a job, but can't sleep in a guardhouse, so they go to sleep at the town hall. And so it looks like everything is configured correctly. So the problem is, basically, once you say to a building, upgrade, the building instantly thinks it is level 3, even though it's not. Oh man, look at the university and library in the distance. That is freaking amazing. What a beautiful, beautiful screenshot. And what's the problem with that? Well, the problem is when you have situations like this guard tower over here that has yet to be built, that counts as a guard's spot. So that means that we have a slight problem when we try and house people because there aren't enough guard towers to go around. Anyway, let's come over to the Combat Academy and make sure this is set up correctly, because I don't quite think it is. What it needs to be is automatic hiring. There we go, and so Wendy Odelgard is coming over here now, and we'll set the archery range as well to be automatic hiring. And so that way, any new colonists will instantly come over to the Combat Academy, the Archers Academy, or they will go off to become a student at the library. Any one of those three. I'm not sure what the priority system is there. I think the game will prioritize people being students, and once the school is full, then they go to the military, because it'll be a bit dark, right, if you force people into being like a knight. Ooh, now this area is quite dark. I'm a bit worried about that, so down go a couple of torches. Now our builders are hard at work getting these two houses here up to level 3, and a look at the resource scrolls shows us that, they're hard at work. Boom. Oh, Ginger. So you guys are probably thinking, hang on a sec, isn't Ginger supposed to be digging out that massive cavern? And yes, she is, but for the time being, I've pulled her away from that because we kind of have bigger fish to fry. Once we start oh man, that is so quick, isn't it? Once we start building wall segments in the colony, things are really going to require a lot of build power, right? And we need our builders in tip-top condition, ready to do that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to chase the wall section around here and try and get this thing finished. So I mentioned before that it was a bit awkward that I couldn't see what the walls would look like in the end, but I was actually mistaken. Somebody in the comment section said if I right click here, go to Decorations and Walls Medieval Oak, what I can actually do is set a segment to level 5. So we want like an outside corner that is level 5. Corner 5. And what this will do is create a level 5 corner visually, but the building will still spawn as level 1. So I go to build this, and the builder will say, okay, but I'm going to build level 1 first. And what that means is I can then match that up to buildings like the combat or the archery's range here to see what they'll look like in the end. So with that logic, what I can do is kind of just like plumb in things so they fit. Now there's a hole there. I'm not quite sure how we're supposed to fill this in. Is it supposed to go up or down? What's the bottom level? I don't know. Okay, so I made that... Oh, look at that. Barracks tower finished. So I made that grand speech, but it turns out corner sections are a little bit trickier than I'd imagined. Right, so I think this is the entrance here, this kind of Y-shaped bit. So instead of going corner, we'll go for a straight section first. Actually, better yet, what we actually want here is a gate section. So let's take a look. Corners, gates. Right. Now this looks pretty frickin' cool. So we're going to put this along here, rotate it around until it looks like it's in the right position. And I believe these segments are designed with the idea that you can kind of walk on top of them in the end. And I think that works. And the question here is, which is the inside and which is the outside of this wall section? I don't know. And I think we have a correct looking gate segment. Ginger the rat, you're going to come and work over here. And so let's keep it going. So we're going to try and build this all the way to the edge over here. And then we'll come down along the edge of the colony and all the way around in the end. So let's do a quick walkthrough. We're going to bring the wall up a little bit towards the edge, all the way along to the edge of the cliff. We'll put a tower on the end here of the wall, and then we'll leave this hill as it is. I might build some like fortifications to make it so you can't get across it later on. But yeah, we won't put any wall sections in this steep bit. Oh, there we go. House complete. Oh, amazing. Almost got blown up by fireworks. So the wall will come this way. We won't put any wall sections down here, and instead the wall will commence at the front over here. And that means we've got to get rid of some of these trees. So, see you later, trees. Now you might be thinking, oh no, you're removing all of the beautiful trees from around your colony. This is going to be terrible. But the idea is we're going to be putting walls around here, and we don't really want trees anywhere near our medieval walls. So the wall will come along this way, a healthy distance from the mystical site. And we'll need to get rid of this tree as well. So onwards and upwards, let's continue digging along this wall path. And there we go. So we're going to have the wall section come all the way along here and stop at the water, because honestly, water's edge is kind of like a natural wall for us. And what we'll do is I think maybe build some docklands around the coast here. That'll be like an easier way to defend, but we'll build that manually and give it our own creative touch rather than rely on the builder's decoration tool. So this is the only wall section we're going to do for now, because this is kind of like a proof of concept. If it works on this side of the colony, it'll work throughout the colony. So it goes along the first cliff bit, and then we come down here to the bottom, comes along in front of the mystical site, and goes all the way along to the coast. Okay, that's the plan. Let's try and put it into action. So we do have one problem with what we're going to do with this wall, and that is the fact that if you look at the boundaries of the colony, they don't quite stretch out far enough for what we want to do. This is the boundary here, and we want to kind of drag the wall right across the middle of that. So we've got a guard tower down there that's just been completed, and we've assigned an archer to it. And what that... Oh, that's a bit glitchy, isn't it? It's a bit grey. But what that should do is expand the border out a little bit that way and give us more space for walls. Now, I believe Ginger has started work on the gate section over here. Yeah, there she is, hard at work. And we're going to plug in a corner here, a straight bit along here, a corner, straight bits all the way along to the cliff edge. So getting these wall sections to match is a real pain, because look at this. I have no idea where the actual guard section is going to go. We kind of have to wait until the previous wall section has been built to get an idea of how to put this down. That's really frustrating. So let's see what happens after Ginger has finished building the gate. Now, getting these walls in the correct positions is absolutely vital, and already we can see that the gate section is just a little bit too low. So unfortunately, we're going to have to dig this up and start again. So we've actually had some trouble trying to get these walls to line up. I've tried a few tactics of building a segment at level 5 first. And what you can see here is we've got the gate section here that I've put down. We've got a corner section here. And what I'm doing is, on the template, I'm putting down cobblestone stairs and cobblestone to match things up. So if I right click here and get this to match in line with the section here, before I put this down, what I'll do is come over here, put down a cobblestone stair, cobblestone, dig up this dirt for a second, and another piece of cobblestone stair. Now, when I go to the build tool, press build, select obviously Ginger, King of Builders, I have the cobblestone ready for me to put down the next piece in the right position. And this is huge. This is going to help us build a perfect section of wall. So using this technique, let's go all the way to the edge over here. And the next piece, of course, is going to be a corner section. And I'm loosely assuming that the clipboards that go on these walls are supposed to be on the inside of the build. And this is where the cobblestone stairs and wall fit into place. Oh yeah, this is working beautifully. So, build tool, build, Ginger, and we have the next piece set down and a template for where we're going to build the next bit. Amazing! So let's take it all the way to the edge. And there we go, that is the top section of wall complete. Well, not complete. The framework is down, and this looks pretty complicated, so let's just get a bird's eye view, because I don't think Ginger has actually started work on this yet. So we have the gate section here that Ginger is soon to start work on. She'll then come around and build a corner section next to that. That leads to a normal segment that leads to a corner section that curves around to the left. Then we have a whole bunch of segments up until we have a tower segment, then another corner segment on the corner, and a straight segment that comes back towards the houses and the colony. Well, honestly, I can't wait for Ginger to get started and to see how the finished wall looks. Now, I cleaned up my warehouse while we were between episodes, and I did find something cool. I found a message in a bottle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open that bottle and find out what's inside. Enlarge your fishing rod for only $19.95 gold. Guaranteed. Oh man, that sounds like a bit of a scam, I think. Although God knows I need it. Your researchers have made their conclusions about Rainbow Heaven. Oh, amazing. That means the dyer's hut is primed and ready. Fantastic. So where's Ginger? What's she doing? She's on the bakery. What the hell? She needs a bread? The simplest of things. Oh, it must be for the signpost. Well, let's go and get her that bread. And ironically, the guy that we need to make the bread, well, that's the baker, right? So if he's busy, he can't make bread. Wait, actually, why can't the bakery make bread? I thought bread is like the most simple thing. Oh man, we're completing all of the researches. Let's go to the bakery and diagnose this bread problem. Smelting recipes. So he should be able to make bread dough into bread. So all the wheels are in motion. What does the clipboard say? A bit of glowstone. Oh, we've got glowstone dust, but not glowstone blocks. And 5 brown concrete powder. But there's nothing in here at all about bread. That's weird. Oh, there we go. Ginger's got the bread. No sweat. Oh, right. So the archer didn't hit the target and break it. It's that we're upgrading the archery to level 2. So we need a new target, some red and wool and glowstone and all that stuff. Well, let's go and solve some of these questions, some of these problems. Now, a target is one of those things. There is absolutely no point teaching any of our colonists how to make targets because, well, we're not going to need them for many builds at all. It's just the archery range and just a few here and there. So, hay bales and redstone dust. But building upgrades are a thing, so we'll make 4. And of course, glowstone. Now, we do have some glowstone, I'm fairly sure. Yeah, loads of it. Look at all this glowstone dust. Although this is something that it would be good if we could teach somebody. So, the recipe for glowstone dust, the mechanic, right? The mechanic combines glowstone into, yeah, the thing. Now, we're literally just doing this. We're racing around, doing a few odd jobs here and there because we are waiting for Ginger to finish the bakery, because as soon as we get that magical text in the bottom left saying, I've done the bakery, she's going to start on the walls section, and I want to watch that like a hawk. I want to make sure these walls go down flawlessly. Glowstone dust into a glowstone block. And you know what? Let's teach her archery target as well, because you know what? I'm in a good mood. And we might need more of these targets. We can always replace the recipe if that becomes a problem. And there we go, the bakery is complete, the magical text has arrived. That means she's going to get started on the walls, and we can watch this delicious wall placement in action. So, I really love the way that Ginger is putting these walls together, and when she actually gets to building the walls, they go up so ridiculously quick. Her build speed is through the roof, but it feels like Ginger's problems are all in the logistics. From the time it takes her to complete a build, start a new one, and get all the bits and bobs from her hut over to where they need to be, she could have built basically 5 or 6 segments of walls. And that's why I feel like it might have been quicker if I was following around Ginger with a bag full of logs, cobblestone, and fences. And basically, as soon as she starts a build, give her all of that and help her dig out things. So yeah, in a lot of ways, and I reckon certainly in the earlier stages of the game, in the early game of Minecolonies, if you help your builder by putting things in their inventory and digging out the blocks, you can speed things up massively. Now, the reason why we've done this wall section instead of a different area around the colony is, well, there's a few reasons. Number one, we have all of our military buildings around this wall, so it makes sense to start here as it's the most heavily fortified place. Number two, the last raids we've had have come from the northeast, and that means they're going to reach this section of wall first, so it's a great defensible spot if the raids are coming from this direction. But in the long run, I do want my entire colony to be surrounded by walls. And like I said, this is really just a proof of concept before we can do the same treatment on the rest of the colony. And so there we have it, the finished wall, and everything looks super amazing. It looks like my technique for matching up the wall segments has worked perfectly, and now let's get in game and make sure everything is plumbed in just the way we want it. Now, as I've said, this is more of a proof of concept, because once we make sure this works, we can then repeat these walls around the entire colony, and it was actually much quicker than I thought. This is a huge section of wall when you think about it. Now, we have a tower section over here that looks kind of cool. Let's just jump up on it, see what it looks like. Oh yeah, perfect for looking out over this pink forest where enemies could come from. But also I think enemies spawn over there by those cows, so it's also a great vantage point to check on the battle over here. Moving swiftly on though, the gate section that we put next to the archery range, that looks amazing as well. Now, we put it down incorrectly the first time, which is why it looks like the gate is a level too low, but don't worry, we can fill this in with grass and dirt, and it should come together quite nicely. So what are the builders up to now? Well, Alyssa is still working on the composter's hut, and oh, Ginger's gone over to the chicken farmer's hut, and she's almost completed it. That's crazy. No, wait, she hasn't almost completed it, she's just, yeah, mostly supplied. Okay, amazing. And Nuki just needs a little bit of orange wool to finish the archery. Wow, that's all he needs? Well, let's go and hook him up with that. So the warehouse for the orange wool. We have no orange wool, but whoa, oh my god, 450 white wool. Show me where that sweet stuff is. Take a stack. Show me where the orange dye is. There we go. Now it looks like the warehouse is filling up pretty quickly, doesn't it? Let's take a look up here because these racks usually fill up last. Oh yeah, everything is chock-a-block full. We've got like barely any space left. So we're going to have to come back and make sure everything is neat and tidy around here. Let's go see Nuki over at Farming Valley. Here he is. He should be in his hut, having a sulk because he hasn't got the materials. Here you go, bro. I'm going to work on it. Give me your inventory. Bam. There you go, pal. And off he goes. Amazing. And there's Ginge finishing off the chicken hut. So we got the cowhand's hut up to level 3. And as you can see, there's a lot more space here for cows now. Looking pretty good. Wait. What the hell? Crimson, what are you doing? Why are the cows out of their pen? Oh my god, this guy. What a... Oh, leave the cows inside their pens, please. Oh no, well, we're gonna have to fix this cow problem and wrangle these suckers ASAP. Okay, there we go, a stack of wheat. Let's just get all these guys in the zone. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Hey, Chief, come over here. This should be enough to get going with, right? Crimson, stop. I'm getting them inside their pen. Whew, okay, and we'll shove this last one in. Go on, get in there, you big heifer. Okay, mischief managed, and we have cows again. Man. Well, okay, and there we go. Like I said, the cow hand hut level 3. Fingers crossed Crimson Peculiar will not mess this up again. I'm going to go over to the town hall and find out how many more spots for dudes we have. Because it would be nice to get some more Patreons into the colony this episode. Oh, whoa, we got like 6 more slots. That's fantastic. So, who are we going to recruit into the crew? Anastasia Halver. Well, we do need an Anastasia. Casey Wolf Dragon. I don't think we have a Wolf Dragon. What do you cost?
I'll take care of it.
Ooh, enchanted books, though. We don't have any of those. Let's go find out what Anastasia wants. Anastasia. Oh, she wants cakes. Okay, well, we've got time to make those. No sweat. Oh, in fact, let's go and see our baker, because it could be that our baker can finally make some cakes. Now, one thing I'm curious about is, can the baker request milk? We have cows, we have buckets, but can the baker say, I need milk, milk some cows for me? Or do we have to set the farmer to milk manually? That's a real question, eh? Crafting recipes, no. So he can make cake. Oh, he can make cake batter. What the hell? With milk, eggs, sugar, and wheat. Oh, no way, okay. And then the smelting recipes. Oh, he can make cake. Amazing. Okay, right, well, let's go and request some cake at the post box. So here we are. We're going to request some cake. We want cake, please. Give me 3 cakes. Go over to the cow hand and tell Crimson over here that we do actually want milk now. Where's the huts? Settings, and yeah, milk, please. There we go, there's 2 cakes, so with a 3 in the, hopefully, post box. Here we go, the cakes have arrived. Let's go and get Anastasia into the colony. Hello, Anastasia, welcome, my patriotic friend, to the colony. We'll get you a job, lickety-split. Oh, no, looks like you've already got a job as a student. Well, thank you very much, my dudes, for watching this episode of Better Minecraft Minecolonies. And today, we did some really cool stuff. We got the research done for the flower hut. That means next episode we can build the dyer's hut. And also, what we got done was the wall section around the military rise. I already feel like we are much more defensible, and I cannot wait for our next raid to occur. Now, I will check in the comments section which building you guys want me to build, because it was last episode that I suggested you say whether it was going to be Graveyard or Concrete Mixer's hut. But until next time, thank you for watching. A huge thank you to my Patreon members and subscribers. And what are you looking at? And until next time, take care.